Hello, today's video is part of Kendra's card challenge in which we are featuring our super sponsor, Bitty Penny. So I'll be working with some of her products today. And before we get started, I thought I would just show you several of the things that was provided to me. We've got some washi tape here, and it's very interesting. Got some dark colors, a dark kind of black and then a navy blue. And we've got some little quotations here on paper and some stickers. Read more books, some more quotations, and just really fun, interesting ones. And I thought I would show you those. And we've got some little reading stickers. And there was also a bookmark that was included in there with a little sleeve. I actually thought about doing one of those sketches with that, but then went against it. Then we've got some little kids playing cards, and we've got some envelopes, and we've got 3x4 strips of colored paper. We've got some library cards and some reading lists. And this is fun. We've got some book pages. And then we have got this interesting plume here. This is a gold plume that's very decorative. I think it looks nice laying there on that paper from the books. And here's just some of the pattern paper, and it is double-sided, and there's lots of fun stuff on each of them. There's just so much fun here. And, you know, on the hop, it's a shorter video. You can't work with all of them. But I'm going to bring a couple cards in. I'm going to use this pattern paper here, and this is gorgeous. And there's 4 pieces of each pattern, and there are front and back, and it's just super, super fun. These are paint cans. Then we have all the lovely ladies. And then we've got a quilt and some paint splotches, and there are 4 of each. And then the crowns on the back of that. And then this is kind of like beads. And then we've got our sentiments on the back of that, which are super fun. And then some quilt patterns. Love this. Lovely. And then some more ladies on the back, and they're just gorgeous. So we're going to, I'm just going to decide what to work with, and then we'll come back and make some cards. So I decided to work with the fun, crafty paper, and I'm going to just use a couple of till panels and lay it down. We're going to make a couple cards with this. I'm going to do sketches 4 and 5 are the 2 sketches that I'm going to do with this, and I'm just going to get my base panel laid down on here. And these cards are going to have all of the colors, and they are going to be outside of my crafty comfort zone. I don't normally layer a bunch of patterns on top of patterns with much success, but I think these come together very successfully. So you can see on the back of this is the crafty bits and pieces. I'm going to get it laid down, and we're going to have this color, I don't know if this is a prism or I don't know what it is, color wheel that we're going to use for the center of our card, and we're going to get it laid down on there. Now I made the panel I think a 1/4 of an inch smaller than what the cutting guide shows for, but I wanted to just actually the size of the panel actually is what prompted me to do that. It was narrower than what I needed, so I went ahead and cut the length as well. So I'm just going to bring in this strip. I'm trying to find the piece so that I can show you what I die cut. Okay, I took a circle die and I just die cut from this to get the circles that need to go on this sketch, and I'm just going to lay them down on here. And I took the crowns that have the white background, and I used it for my focal panel, and I'm going to get it laid down on there. I'm just pushing the other sketch out of my way. I've kind of got it laid there how I want it. And I'm going to bring in some foam squares and just get these circles popped up, and we'll get them laid down on our card base according to the sketch. And I just thought that'd be a fun way to kind of just use a lot of different pieces of the pattern paper by just using these circle dies and die cutting the flowers out. And everything really coordinates well. And you can see I've got a little sentiment strip laid out there, and it's a little crafty message that I'm going to get laid down on there. And we'll just get these popped up. These cards come together really quick once I decided what sketches I was going to do. They came together pretty quickly. So we'll get the release papers pulled off of these and we'll get them laid down on there. And then I've got the sentiment, and I'm just going to tuck it in there. And it's kind of a mustardy color, and it looks really nice with all of the patterns that I've got going on there. And I decided I wanted to bring in another circle. I wanted to just die cut out one of those ladies and add her to it, because I guess I'm gonna feature the ladies on these two, the crafty ladies on these two cards. And so we'll just get her popped up and get her laid down on there. And we've just got all of the color going on. And I think it's super fun. I think it works. And I really just kind of had to play with it and wasn't too worried about, is this too much color? Is this too much pattern? I thought I'm just going to have some fun with it and just be very creative. So for this next one, we're going to do sketch 5, and I'm going to turn it. This is the one where you have a larger piece of the pattern paper, and then you have the smaller piece on the top. And so I'm just going to get my base panel laid down on my card base, and we're going to make it a landscape instead of a portrait picture. And it works out great for the direction that my crowns are going in. And I think those are just so fun. And my two cards coordinate, since I decided to use the crowns and similar paper. And then I used the ink splotches here. And I realized I didn't want to lay the two pinks together. I wanted to offset them. So I flipped it to where we didn't have those two pink colors laying together. And then I've got this crafty lady that is just gorgeous with all her colors. And I'm going to layer her back up on those circular, the flower pattern paper. And we're going to pop it up and get it laid down on here. Just add a little bit of dimension. And then you'll see I've got I've got a sentiment there. And I've got two of the buttons that were on the crafty papers. And I'll show you that in a minute. We're going to get her laid down on there. And I mean, we've just got all the color there. And here's my buttons. I took that crafty cardstock and I die cut two of those buttons out, and then I took my crocodile and popped the circles out where the buttonholes would be, and I threaded some twine through there and made it look like they were sewn. And I'm just going to lay them down. I'm going to pop one of them up, and then I'll glue the other one down so that we'll have some dimension there. So we'll just pop that blue one up, we'll glue that mustard colored one down, and it'll just add some whimsy and fun to the card. And then we're going to get our crafty queen sentiment laid down here. And then that will pretty much finish off our card. Now I just need to pop up one side because I'm going to lay part of it down on my gal, and then we'll have the other part hanging off on our ink splotches. So we just need to pop part of it up. We'll throw some glue on there and get it laid down. And then I think we have two super fun, very colorful patterned cards. So I hope you like them. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.